Hi, I'm Gidon, and happy to make a video about my experiences with the invisible shoe, which a friend of mine here in Israel introduced me to. I ended up buying a pair before he did, but now he's also pretty happy with it. I'm a wearer of standard Israeli sandals for about 30 years. And I've been looking around for a pair of sandals that I can feel comfortable with, that don't cost an arm and a leg, pardon the expression, and that don't fall apart after about a half a year or something like that. So I was pleased to find the invisible sandals. First, I built them as they are recommended to be built with the string coming out of the center between the big toe and the second toe, but very quickly I changed my mind because I don't like having anything between my toes. I was glad to find an example of sandals created with the invisible shoe in the more standard way, as far as I'm concerned, with a the strap in front. Problem with that was because since the lace goes underneath the sandal, it very quickly ran out. So, in other words, it got so worn that it basically wore out. So I need to buy new laces, which wasn't a terrible problem because I found laces here in Israel um, for about 75 cents a meter. That's about a yard. So I bought myself 4 meters and I experimented a little bit. Since, like I said, I had a problem with the lace being worn out. Here, you might be able to see this is what happened underneath. See, not so good. So what I did is I looked around and I found small keychain holders, small key rings, I'm sorry. These, let me see if I can take one out to show you. Really like a standard key ring. I put these into the holes in my sandals. Problem with that was these can be very sharp. It hurt my feet a tiny bit, and they also weren't, since they're so small, they weren't so strong, and they started coming apart. Then I looked around. What can I find? I thought of some sort of a button that is flat on one side and holes on the other side that I could push up from underneath the sandal, so that they would not rip, would not wear out the sandal lace. But I couldn't find a button like that. Ultimately, I came to the conclusion and the solution that I'm now going to present. So in Israel, we call these things Azikonim. They're sort of like plastic handcuffs. Not sure how you call them in America. One second. I looked around and found these, excuse me, in what we call a 2 shekel store. That's like a 50-cent store. So I bought I would say something like about 100 for about 60 cents or something like that. These unfortunately come in 3 colors. Of course, if you like colorful sandals, I like attracting as little attention to my sandals as I can, because a lot of attention is going to be attracted to them anyway. So basically, what you have over here, something you can hardly see. You stick one side in and you pull it until it becomes very, very tight and strong and holds things together. So, for 5 minutes you've been waiting. here's my invisible shoe. A little hard to tell. Over here on the bottom, you might be able to see a little bit better. How about on the top? You've got 3 holes on each side. According to the suggestion of the person who created such a video, I apologize that I'm not giving proper credit. Helped me a lot. And what I simply did is I stuck, maybe try using a yellow one so you can see it a little better, or a red one, because the yellow ones aren't going out fast enough. I stuck my Azikonim, my mini plastic handcuff, in through the hole on the bottom. Stuck the sandal lace underneath it, and ultimately closed it. Let's see that one more time. Stuck this in here, and then brought it around, closed the Azikonim, and here you can perhaps see how tightly it is held. It's tight, trust me. Then I used more or less the same system in lacing my sandal as on the other video. I'm hesitant to cut off the string. I just did this morning. Hesitant to cut off the surplus lace because I don't know if I'm going to want it longer. Of course, with 70 cents a shoe, and took me only about 5 minutes to do this once I get more used to it. It's not such a big deal, but waste is waste. The main thing here now, and maybe this whole video will become superfluous and meaningless if I find that this is not a good solution, is that the Azikonim here on the bottom have the big part of them sticking up, or down, of course. The sandal is when it's upside down. So I'm expecting them not to be worn so much while walking or running. And even if it does wear, then I can easily replace the Azikonim where it was without any damage, any significant damage being done to the lace. I would also like to point out 2 more things. Number one, when I made the hole in the front for my in between the toes, I was worried that keeping the hole there would affect my experience, but it's absolutely meaningless. Don't notice it. Maybe a little bit of water or mud will seep through that little hole, but there's plenty of room for water or mud to seep through, to seep around, so that's not such a big deal. Another thing that I'm concerned about over here is you can see that or you might be able to see, I can see, that the sandal is worn right underneath the front ball of my foot. I don't think that it's going to wear all the way through at any time soon, but I am surprised that it got worn like that. I've been wearing these sandals every single day for about 2 or 3 months. I mostly walk. I hope to get back to running soon. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. I would suggest that the good people at Invisible Shoe not only provide the high-tech bobby pin for lacing the sandals, but also perhaps, first of all, shoe glue, which is not very available over here. So if you guys could offer shoe glue at cost or slightly above cost and mail it together with the sandals, that might be a good idea for people who are interested. And these Azikonim, I don't know how available they are where everybody lives. And like I said, if I bought them here in Israel as as a consumer for 75 cents for about 60. You guys could probably buy in bulk for slightly less, and even sell them for like $1 or two more, and make a little bit more money, I think. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted as far as how good these sandals are for me. So far, I like them. Thank you very much, and shalom from Israel.